Hello and welcome to Joseph Data, data science for curious people. In this video I want to take a look at the filter function. I want to show you how you can scrub data. All that scrubbing data is cleaning and sorting data to prepare it for exploration and modeling. This is the most time-consuming, laborious part of the data science process. And some people might call this data wrangling or perhaps a bunch of other terms. What it basically means is you have found your data and you import it into your workspace, whether that's R or Python, whatever, Power BI, Tableau. You import it in, and then you need to clean it, sort it, arrange it, remove things, add things, delete things, create new columns, and so on. This is the most time-consuming part and can bring about a lot of headaches. So I'm going to do many videos giving you tips and tricks when it comes to data scrubbing. I just call it scrubbing, just means it's kind of all the same thing. Semantics. Okay, so first I'm going to be using the filter function. So first I import DPLYR as library because I'm going to use their filter function. So here's my data. I just show you the head. It is a Facebook page data, and I'm not going to tell you the Facebook page obviously for privacy, but this is the time of the post. This code shows the type of post, so PR, FL, ST, ET, and so on. These are just codes for the owner of this data showing the types of posts, the dates. Reach, how many people were touched, the likes and reactions, so this is how many people liked, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, and so on. Comments, shares, and then link click, so 15 people clicked that link and so on. So we're going to use filter to rearrange this data and we'll then be able to plot at a later stage. So the way it basically works is you first need the actual filter function takes in a few arguments. The one is obviously being the data frame, which in this case I have called data. It's my variable, my object, which is my data frame. If I use the class function, you'll see this is a data frame. So data. Now I'm going to use the pipe operator. I use this a lot because I like the logic of it. But you don't have to use this. You could just go data, comma, and then whatever you want to filter. But let's just say we want to filter all those Facebook posts that have a reach greater than 200. So I'm now going to filter this data. So let's run it. And here you got it here. So here now, we could then easily create this object that we could then use to plot. For instance, I'm just going to show you, and then we then run X. So we could then plot this data. So you can easily take this filtered data and assign it an object, which would be you'll see at the bottom here, it will be a data frame. So this object is a data frame. But I'm just for the sake of this video, I'm not going to, but just show you how you could quickly do that if you wanted to create a plot. Okay, so now what we've done, we've filtered this data for all those posts that are bigger than 200. So you see here reach. You see none of these numbers here are less than 200. Okay, so that's the first way you can use filter. Let me just go through a bunch of other examples of filter. So let's say we want to filter, okay, so this is numeric. So let's say we want to filter where the code is equal to, and we must use quotes because it's a character, let's say ST. I'm not going to tell you what that means, but here we go. Now look over here, ST, 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 ST. These are all ST, but if you look above, it's mixed. So these are all the posts that are ST, and then you could obviously count if you wanted to. I'm kind of getting in row, kind of getting distracted here. So we could then count, and we see the 19 are ST. 19 have the code ST. So you can filter by this. So we could do that. Let me just shoot back to my notes quickly. So I wanted to do, oh yes, the ands. So what you can also do is you can filter for like this and that. So let's say we want code is equal to, let's say we're interested in the ET, and where say link clicks are bigger than 10. So now we've got a bit, this is slightly more complicated. And here we go. So this new data frame contain all posts with the code ET. So filter code equals ET. You use double equals because the single equals more like an assignment operator. This is equals. And the and sign, ampersand I think it's called, link clicks. So link clicks is bigger than 10. So in this we know, okay, all of these ETs had more than 10 link clicks. This one had 3,000. So interesting anomaly. So that was the one I wanted to look at. Another one I wanted to look at was the not equal to, the not equal to, and there is in a, and then I'll do this one last. So data is equal to filter. Okay, so you go not. So let's say for instance okay, so let's just go filter by comments, okay, is not equal to 0. So this not equal to is very useful when you want to remove NA. So what I've just done here is I've said, okay, all the comments that are not equal, so that means not equal to 0. So we see all the comments is 2s and everything is bigger than 0. We see that here. But now this is quite cool because often NA just means there's no value, and this is an annoying element to data that you want to remove because it's not, well, most of the time you'd want to remove it because it's not particularly useful when it comes to graphing. So we could use this not equals to remove NA. And we see here our data is super clean, there's no NAs. So we don't need this in this context, but I'm showing you that this not equals to is very useful. Another one we can use is the is NA. I often have to check documentation here because yes, we do need an argument. So is NA, so let's go back. Filter is NA. So is NA and then code. So the is NA function is saying when there is an NA, when there is an NA there present, so we go run and there's nothing because the code column has got no NA. But we could add exclamation mark, which is the opposite of is NA, which means basically when there is not an NA, and we see it's all here. The last one I wanted to look at, this is quite cool. You can, when it comes to the filter function, you can actually, so let's do likes and reactions. It's bigger than, you can actually use other functions such as the mean. So this is quite a cool extra useful part of this filter function is, let's say we want to filter for the likes and reactions column that is bigger than the mean of the likes and reactions column. So we're looking at the mean of this and we want to know where it's bigger. And here we've got it here. So what the filter function automatically does is it's going to calculate the mean, in other words the average of this function, so of this column, and it's going to filter it so that everything that's shown is bigger than the mean. If we now add equals to, we'll then be able to see what the mean is. I think the mean would be, looks like it's 8. The lowest one would be 8. We just take a quick look. maybe it might just be better for us to go. Let's just quickly take a look just to be sure. So the mean is the mean of likes and reactions. It's just mean. I might need to just so let's try comments. Okay, so it is working. I'm not exactly, I just need to take a look at what that error is. So it says it's not numerical logical. Okay, so the data, so the mean of the comments column is 1. So let's do the mean of the likes and reactions. Okay, so there we go, 7.88. So if we come back to what I was showing you, so data, so the pipe function, so the filter function, so the pipe operator filter function, and we want likes and reactions is bigger than the mean of likes and reactions. So for whatever reason, we may need to filter that. And we see all of these likes and reactions are bigger than 7.88. Alright then, that is the filter function, a very powerful function to use in data scrubbing and getting that data ready for the exploration. So I would highly suggest that you use the filter function when you want to arrange and sort it by certain, when it's essentially filtering. I mean, you can use it to remove unwanted elements, as I've just shown you here. You could really put anything in here that you would like to remove if it's recurring. But the filter functions would be mostly used for arranging of your data frame so that you can then explore it with by graphing it or calculating max and means and all that sort of things. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this video. Data science for curious people. This is the filter function, and I hope you have